The very first screen you'll likely see in StaffMap is this project management screen. If StaffMap is installed locally, this will be at http localhost/staffmap4. If it's installed on a server, it might be something more like yourdomain.com/staffmap4. To start a new project, just click the New Project button. You'll be prompted to enter a name, and keep in mind this name will be directly reflected in the project URL. When you click Add, the project will be created and you'll be taken right into it. This is a good time to note the project specific URL. You can see it at the top there, and you can save that or bookmark it if necessary. Every new project will look like this. You'll have a template floor plan with a few example staff and desks as well. At the top right of the project, you'll see two prompts, login as admin and login as user. These exist to make editing and switching between profile types easy during the setup. You just click the link and you'll be entered into the project as that user. You can log out as well at the top right. Before transitioning to production or sharing this project through the link, you'll likely want to hide these prompts just so that normal users don't see them and can't log in as the demo user or the administrator. To do that, just log in, click the profile at the top right, edit profile, and then set a password. So I'll do that for the admin account, log out, do it for the user account as well. And we'll see with those passwords set, those prompts disappear and we have this login link at the top right instead, and we can use those credentials to jump into the project. So as I mentioned, when you enter project, you'll see this demo floor plan. It can be deleted later, but first we're just going to add one of our own floor plans that we can work with. So make sure you're logged in as the admin, click the side menu button, click the green plus icon at the very top left there, and you'll get this addition box. So this adds items to the side menu. Just make sure type selected is floor. You can give it a name. And when you click the add button, you'll be prompted to select an image. So the image can be a JPEG, PNG, SVG, or GIF. And as soon as you've uploaded that floor, again, you'll be taken directly to it. And you'll see that is that background now, and you can start adding your panels on top of that. So once that floor is added, at the top right, we're going to start adding desks. So again, at the top right, click Edit and click Desk. From here, you can either hit the plus button at the top right to add a desk. They'll be added to the very top left of the floor plan, and you can then drag them into position. But an even better way to do that is to zoom in where you need the desk, just right click, and then Add Panel. And you can just repeat this process throughout the floor plan. If you need to rename the desks as well, you can do that as you're adding it. Just add panel, type in the new name that probably fits your own conventions, and then go on to the next one. When you're making changes like this, just remember to save at the top right, or else if you exit this mode, you'll lose all of the changes or the desks created. You can also add desks from the side menu. So if you go to the side menu, we can pin it here so it doesn't disappear on us. Go to Tools, Assets, Desk List. From here, you can see the existing desks in the project, and you can add ones by clicking the plus button at the top, and then enter the information. You can assign it directly to a floor from here, in which case when you hit save, it'll add it to the top left of the floor. So we have that desk created. If we want to, we can also add it to a floor from this list. So if we have the desk list open, we can go to Edit, Desks, and you'll see the icons change a little bit. I can see if there's a pin icon, this desk is already on a floor plan. If there's a green icon, like for the one we just created, we can click and drag that to the floor plan. And again, just remember to click Save at the top right. So with the desks in, we can start adding our users, and we can do that in the same way. If we want to manually add users, we can jump into the Edit Employee mode, and then just right-click and add a panel where you need that person. By default, you'll just see the first name and last name, but you can change that as you go as well. And just move into position. Again, remember to save. If you do want that person added to a desk, you can just drag and drop their panel onto the desk. Again, like the desks, you can add people from the side menu. So if I jump to the staff list, which will show all of the staff in the project in the side menu, you can just hit the plus button. And again, add all of the information here. And again, similar to the desk list, you'll see them added to that side menu. You can jump into the Edit Employee mode and just drag and drop them to the floor plan as well. You can further edit information for the employees and the desks by just clicking on them, either on the floor plan or in the side menu. Hit the Edit button, and then adjust the details. So if you've added panels to your floor and they look a little bit too large or too small, you can always jump into the floor properties and edit the scale. So if I click on 10th floor in the side menu, and then the properties icon at the top, you'll see in here we do have a scale slider. So if I decrease this to 0.25 and save, we'll see that those panels are now much larger, but they've kept the same positions that they were added in. If I jump back and drag that slider to 2, we'll see now that they're much smaller, but again, they've stayed in the same position. So that's a nice, quick, easy way to just adjust the scale and make sure everything on the floor plan looks nice. As well, if you do need to replace the floor plan image, you can always do that from floor properties as well. You'll see this image URL field. You can just click on that plus icon. You'll be given the File Explorer file selection prompt, and you can just select another floor plan. If the new floor plan image is the same size as the old one, it will exactly match, so you won't have to move your desk panels again. And that's it. You should now have a nice looking floor plan, some desks, and some employees in your project covering all the setup basics. Please take a look at the playlist on YouTube for more information on other features, or you can always check out our help site at v4help.staffmap.com.